99 Jeep Cherokee XJ, and stock parts everywhere except for the lift kit, 4.5-inch rough country. I bought this off a guy and a couple while ago. I've been decided to want to just keep working on it, learn as much as I can, so I figured I'd make this video. I know there's a few videos on the steering stabilizer on YouTube, but I figured I could just do my part and add my experience. Anyways, I decided to change the stock steering stabilizer, which is the black one, with a rough country upgraded version. Now, the black one's made in USA, stock, lasted plus 15 years, right? Rough country, made in Mexico. So I didn't know that, if that matters to some people. Made in USA. I'm a big, supporter, made in USA parts. I try to buy as much as I can, so if that matters, you gotta shop elsewhere. Anyways, first things first, PB blasters. You'll definitely need this for the job. You shoot the bolt, 2 bolts you shoot. This guy is the 18mm bolt that the end of the stabilizer plugs into near the passenger side of the shocks there. It's an 18mm nut with an 18mm bolt, so you'll need probably a socket with a breaker bar, which is what I had to use to crack that. And as soon as you crack it with the breaker bar, what's going to happen is that nut in the rear is going to start turning, so you have to put an open-end wrench, just stick it between here, hold it down, and crack that open, and just keep turning and loosen it up, and it'll come right off. That's the easiest part of this job. That took me about 20 minutes. That's cake. I just wish everything else went like that. Okay, I'll start over here. Now, for those of you who know this setup, okay, there's a stud that the stock stabilizer sits on here. There's a lock washer. There's a washer with a no lock nut, a washer, and a bolt, and you have a castle nut under here on the stock setup with a cotter pin. Take the cotter pin out, and you got to loosen up that castle nut. After sitting here for 15 years plus, this is rotted out. This thing's been sitting here rusting out. So I had a PB blast it a couple more times, take an impact for about 3 minutes. I put the impact in reverse. I would not recommend doing that any other way. Just use an impact. Save yourself so many, hours or half hour. I tried to turn that with a breaker bar and ratchet. I just could not turn that castle nut, which is here. This guy, you can even see the rust on it if I back out. It was like almost welded here, rusted on to the end of the drag link here. So once you get that off, you have your top washer and bolt. That came off rather easy too. I PB blasted that, no problem. This guy does not want to move. A lot of the time, as Matt from Jeep Bleep says, this booger gets stuck, and you got to bang with a hammer to get it out. Well, Matt from Jeep and Bleep did a video, banged with a hammer a couple times, came right out. I don't know if he staged that. He did say this is a big pain in the ass on most Jeeps, so I can tell you this was a pain in the ass. Okay, bang this with a hammer for about 2 hours. Did not come. I didn't bang it, I didn't really bang it too hard because it is the stock pieces. I didn't want to abuse it too much, but I ended up torching it for a while, and then banged it with a hammer. Still didn't come out. Turns out I just said, screw this, what am I wasting my time for? I went to Napa, bought I think this is a tie rod and puller, about $15. It sits on the end. You screw it on. Well, I'm not going to screw it on all the way, you guys get the picture. It secures, and this is a 3/4 inch end that I threw some sockets on with an impact driver. I put the impact on low pressure and just kind of let it go it took a couple minutes. Tightened up, PB blasted it while I was tight with the impact, and I gave it a couple taps with the hammer, and it popped. Good thing. It popped right off, but it didn't go through. What happened was this puller has a little jagged edge on, point on the end. It flattened out the bolt. As you can see here, here's where the cotter pin goes. You can see it's flattened out completely right there. I had to cut it, so once I cut it with the metal blade, banged it with hammer once, it came right out. So just letting you know. I haven't put the new one on yet because it just took me 4 hours to get all that off. Pain in the ass. So just want to let you know, the instruction manual says 1 hour, and that's assuming that everything goes according to plan. This definitely takes 1 hour, probably with the deinstall and the reinstall. However, if this is stock, the year is 2017. This is a 1999 Jeep with the original parts that have never been touched. But you see it all corroded over on the end there. So just letting you know, that's what you got to do. I'm suspecting kind of the same hassle for these other pieces I want to change out, like the pitman arm, the tie rod, and the tie rod end, which I'm going to do some more research in Rough Country, and I don't know if all their parts, I want some Made in USA stuff, so I know Moog makes some good stuff, so I might look into them. I saw some other good brand recommendations in the forum. But other than that, that's it. I hope this helps someone that's going to be tackling this install, which is, I gotta say, it is an easy install. It's just the biggest pain in the ass is getting the original off. But that's it. I hope that helps someone. Take care.